Oh, here they come, here they come. That is an enormous pod. They're feeding like crazy. When you hook a bonefish, there's nothing that you can do at all to stop that first run. Yes! 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 Let him run, let him run, let him run! Yes! Yes. Oh, come on! Let's go! He's gone! He's gone! There you are! Wow! Holy! So where do we begin?
In the beginning, God created bonefish.
Oh God, here we go.
We are about to embark on our most ambitious adventure yet. For the next 14 days, we'll be traveling through the Caribbean, living off this sailboat in search of bonefish.
Back at it. Do whatever it is we're doing. Mostly it's like staring at water and being disappointed.
Coming from freshwater backgrounds, we were entering a brand new world of fly fishing.
Dude, he was like 10 feet in front of me.
But you're all probably wondering, who the hell is going to sail this boat?
We had an experienced captain, but an unexperienced crew.
What a dive!
So it was like a little nerve-wracking. We're like, okay, what do we do?
We were also putting a lot of trust in Adam. We had never seen him sail before. I'd never known you to be a sailor or anything.
I mean, my sailing experience has been down here in the Caribbean with my dad. I mean, my dad kind of taught me how to do it. Being on a boat, I think, is just different enough that it's like, instead of going from town to town, you go to island to island.
Bonefish, I feel like growing up, you see it on these films and you hear about it in fly shops and stuff, but it just seems so exotic. I'll never be able to do that.
You know, this is one of my first saltwater experiences of my life. And so I came in here just understanding that I didn't know what I was doing. And if I could just have a good shot at one, it would be a good trip.
This is my number one fish, on my top 10 list was bonefish. We are surrounded by bonefish right now. It is all kind of hitting me right now. Once I got that passport out and put it in the bag, I was just like, dang, this is really happening. So how cool is it that you get to go on a trip like this with some of your best friends and get to go see some really cool, untouched places?
This was going to be a true DIY trip. One that would pull us out of our element and allow us to experience a new part of the world. No guide, no captain. Just the four of us and a sailboat with many miles of ocean to explore.
Kind of cutting it close here. Our flight got in about 10 minutes before boarding started for our next flight, and we're almost the opposite in the terminal. So we're now hightailing it and hoping Adam can catch up with us because he's in a business meeting right now. It seemed pretty serious by the way he was walking and get to it on time.
Just kind of a mess to travel here because it's in the middle of nowhere. Hey,
How are you?
see?
Yeah.
Took a plane to a spot, to get on a plane, to go to another place, to get on a plane, to come to here.
Dude, stoked. Woke up from a nice little nap there. Started dropping elevation. These islands started popping up, and it's just these beautiful green islands in the middle of this beautiful blue water.
Then we took a taxi to get on a water taxi. Then we took a water taxi to another spot. Is that our waitress? Ma'am, could I have another painkiller, please?
Of course it can.
Thank you. Then we got on a taxi to get to this boat.
It was a very, very long process. It's been a very long day of travel. I've had not a lot of sleep, not a lot of whiskey, and we need to fix that ASAP. So we're here. We finally made it. We're about one step away from getting our sailboat, going and grab groceries, and getting some sleep tonight.
We found our vessel parked there after we ferried in. Old Seize the Day. That was the name.
Connected to a CPAP. Look at this.
On the CPAP.
I need to be closed off.
Yeah, Brian, Mr. Snorer over here is gonna need his own room.
That, it should be a freezer, not a fridge.
Storage.
So we may only have a freezer. Oh, that's fridge.
So we're finally getting to kind of look around in the sailboat and get an idea of everything. Adam is the only one of us that has done any sort of sailing in the past, so this is all gonna be completely new.
Ropes, I mean,
There's ropes.
how difficult are ropes? Pull on it.
We've used ropes. It's like your
Yeah, I've
anchor.
used ropes before. Anchor rope. Fly line's kind of a rope, if you
Rope.
think of it that way. Pretty familiar with ropes.
Big rope guy.
Kind of a rope master, if you will.
All right, morning one here on the boat. We just woke up at the dock. Got fixed up with one of these guys last night. A little patch back here. This patch is hopefully going to help me not get as seasick as I usually would, because I'm definitely prone to motion sickness. But we've got a briefing on our boat here this morning. They're going to kind of run us through all the details, all the specs that we need to know, and how to operate this thing. And then we are heading out to our first location. All right, here we go. We're finally leaving the dock. Boat is on its way. Let's go find some bonefish.
A bit apprehensive right now as we inch our way out to the ocean here, because once we're out there, we're on our own for the next 14 days.
Hopefully we don't have some real big rockers today. I don't think we will, but we'll kind of see. We'll kind of see how the waves are, and hopefully we'll be all right.
All right, guys, this is it. We are inching our way out into the main channel, and this is kind of the moment we all been waiting for. Everyone's a little tense. The boat's rocking a little bit. No one has their sea legs, but all of our trust is in Adam.
Can you grab me a beer, please?
Yes.
As he says, can you grab me a beer?
Sailing under the influence that's just called sailing, I think.
As we made our way out of the harbor, it was time for our first attempt at sailing.
We're going to try to sail this boat, and working with those ropes can be a little tough, and especially on Steven's nice, soft, supple hands. So we've got some sailing gloves. We're going to get you guys rigged up with some gloves so that we can run these ropes. Go! Hold on! Stop! Stop! Let it down! Let it go!
We had an experienced captain, but an unexperienced crew. Adam was shouting at us like he always does, and we had to learn a couple things about sailing first.
Release it. Release the rope.
Okay.
Remember releasing
All the way
it?
down.
And then slowly.
Go! Pull! No, stop! Hold up!
What are we doing wrong?
Nothing. It just... There's a piece of rigging in the way. Right right, release it again, Scotty.
You got it.
Keep pulling.
That's it.
All right, that's good. Y'all are good. Steven, start taking line.
I am. On speed.
Keep going, Steve. Scotty, is yours good? Now we're going. It's really pretty cool when you like get going and we turn the motors off. It's silent, but you're just sailing.
All right, we're doing it. We got both the sails up here. This is so wild.
It's a jam. Here you go.
So I am the first mate and the cooler captain. My job is to assist the captain in managing the ropes and also making sure his alcohol consumption does not go overboard, because the last time it did, we sank a boat in East Tennessee. So we do not need to have that happen on the ocean.
I know how to sail. I'm not the most efficient sailor on the planet, but I know how to get around.
Enough to get us to bonefish.
I'm enough to sail this boat to bonefish.
We sailed that whole afternoon to get to our first spot, kind of a staging spot to where we were going to launch the next day. And that was kind of like my first taste of like the life that we were going to be living for the next couple days.
Oh, that was good. That was good of him.
A lot of salt out there.
Yeah. A lot of salt in the ocean. All right, so what do I do for a backflip? Just flip?
Yep. Just jump backwards.
What if my face hits this?
You'll be fine.
All right.
We're gonna try sneak up on that seagull.
Seagull Team 6, you mean? At this point, we were getting antsy to fish. We had been non-stop traveling for roughly 4 days now, and as much as we were soaking up the sailing life, we were ready to see the flats that awaited us.
We've got about a 12-mile sail to the next island that we're headed to. But it's pretty wild right now because we are literally just in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Almost every way you look except back, there's no land.
So we've been sailing all day, trying to finally get to where we're going to be fishing. Seems like a dream come true. I mean, just look at it. It's absolutely beautiful out here.
This is the first day we'll be able to get, hopefully, a chance at a few bonefish. So definitely looking forward to that. It's been a lot of traveling and just sitting there, and now it's go time.
We prepared Boner Jams 22 for this trip, and a bunch of little crabby, shrimpy looking things. This is a home tie. This fly is actually on the back of Steven's shirt.
Can I have one of those?
Nope.
But it's on my shirt.
Nope.
Why can't I have one of those?
I don't trust you with it.
I'm not waiting until it comes out in production.
You need to catch a fish on something that's not one of these before I trust you.
Why?
Because you're going to break off the first fish that you hook.
I'm gonna bass set the hell out of it.
I know you are.
I'm gonna Kevin Van Dam that something.
I know you are.
With the sailboat anchored up, it was time to get to work. Our dinghies would function as our modes of transportation up and down the island. This way we could cover more ground and transport the gear we needed to each spot. They weren't the most comfortable boats in the world, but at this point, we were just ready to fish. So this trip, like many others that we go on, is all about exploring unknown parts of the world and seeking out new adventure. That is the inspiration behind all the trips that we plan, as well as the brand new Wildfly line that we just released. With this new drop, we've got our first ever run of sun hoodies, a whole new line of performance hats, and many, many more exciting products. Included in that is our limited edition Sailboat Diaries collection. To celebrate the release of this series and this new drop, we're running a special giveaway. For everyone who spends at least $35 on the website with a piece of Sailboat Diaries gear included in your order, you will be entered to win. We're giving away 1 hatch reel, 2 $50 Blue Line Flies gift cards, and 4 Airflow fly lines. Also, for everyone who spends over $50, you will receive an exclusive Sailboat Diaries koozie with your order. This giveaway is only available for the next 2 weeks, and we will be randomly selecting winners as the orders come in. We appreciate all the support. Trips like this and films like this would not be possible without you guys, our community, and we hope this line can help motivate you guys to get out and explore the unknown.
Wow.
Here we are. Day one. Well, real day one.
Not fake day one.
Not fake day one. This place is cool, man. There's miles and miles of flats. It's a little daunting because it's like, you know, where do you start?
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
You guys went and fished totally different water than what we went and fished that first day, so that we could kind of split up to hopefully start dialing it in a little faster.
You're out there, you're baking in the sun, and there's this. It almost kind of seems like you're on a different planet. It's just like ankle deep for 2 miles in this direction.
So, you know, we're really new to this. We're not really sure what we're doing. You know, we've done some research, we've been told by Adam, but, you know, being out here by ourselves is a completely new experience.
How is there not a bonefish on this flat? It's so much different from what I grew up doing with trout fishing and then smallmouth fishing and everything. You're fishing when you're trout fishing. You're constantly casting and constantly moving. But with the bone fishing, you're hunting these fish.
Hey, this flat didn't really pan out up here, so we're gonna bounce down below you guys and try to find a better place to fish. How you guys doing?
Yeah, same here. B's kind of on your line a little ways down below here, and it was not shallow enough.
Steve and I are out here just getting our asses whooped by some bonefish. Not even...
What bonefish?
Yeah, what bonefish? We honestly haven't even seen one today.
All right. Next spot. We all anchored up.
We're anchored up.
Thank you, sir. We thought we had it, you and I had it dialed in. We were the first ones to really have some shots at bonefish.
We've got a tail. I don't know that it's a bonefish or not. There's another one further left. We've got some fish sightings. We'll see see how we can approach it here.
See him pushing it? There's a bunch of them.
Oh, there's pools.
They definitely saw something that he didn't like.
Maybe we're working the wrong way.
That was an ass load of them.
Adam had went back to go get the dinghy, and we were walking down this shallow mangrove section. I had 2 very large bonefish roll up to me. I threw a fly out there, and I was like, oh man, they're not going to see that, it's too far away. And so I pull it back, and once I pull it back, both of them go over towards the fly. And are like, of course, the fly's out of the water by this point, and they spook. I think that was a big moment, for me at least, just to know what I'm working with. I feel like with any DIY trip where you're sight fishing like that, you've never gone off after a species, like seeing it in the water, you're like, okay, that's what it looks like.
Cooking up a little breakfast. My goal this morning was to serve these guys in bed, but you know, I was just trying to be a servant, and but it's such a small space that everyone naturally got up, and I woke everyone up. Sorry, but this is the best thing to wake up to, though. Like, who doesn't like the smell of bacon and coffee? Coming on up, boys.
You got it.
Brekkie, by yours truly.
Oh, hell yeah.
Bon appetit.
Friend bring some salt out. I did not salt it.
I would definitely say that you and I started to see a pattern.
It was 2 things that we were saying. We were saying marine life, like the bonefish-sized sharks, the stingrays, the crabs, and everything in between that was smaller. The second one is flats that are next to access points. So access points being deeper water, a channel next to a flat. And those bonefish can be feeling comfortable going through that deep water and then bump up on there, get some food, pop right off.
First day, we didn't have any red beers. Yesterday, we didn't bring any red beers. And I think that's really ultimately been the issue. Yeah, I'm good. Behind why we haven't been catching a lot of fish. So, or really any fish. So today we decided to bring the red beer technology, and I really think that this is going to fix our problems today. Might be the worst red beer you've ever drank, but there you here you are. Have fun with that.
I don't know about that.
So it's very tomatoey.
There's chunks. Maybe if I... Look at the chunks. It's like a lava lamp.
There you are.
It wasn't but maybe 5 minutes after we got out of the boat, if even that we saw the biggest school of bonefish that we ever seen.
That is enormous. pod. There is like 50 bonefish right here. Their tails are sticking out. They're feeding like crazy. Oh, really close too. Oh, here they come, here they come. Need to be further. I get antsy. I get real antsy when it's like my first time to like try to catch a fish I've never caught before. And I was just losing it. Damn it. Phew. I gotta collect myself. I've had the most shot at bonefish this trip, and I can't ever seem to catch a break. And then they just kept coming back.
But they're coming right behind us. If you spin and take a cast, they're right here.
We are surrounded by bonefish right now.
Make a short cast.
And I kept having opportunity after opportunity, and I couldn't get it. I don't know what was, I don't know.
Yo, you see them going left? Shoot.
What were you up to back there?
I'm good at finding them.
And then what?
I just got a little too worked up. And they were coming in quick. Wind was blowing.
Yeah.
I was hitting Scotty with the line,
Okay.
Just gotta say woosah, bro.
and I lost him.
You hook him at least?
No, and one point they were all around my fly
Uh-huh.
and just parted ways whatever. So I switched flies.
After a quick powwow with the boys, we got back to it. We had been working in pairs as we walked the flats, but to cover more ground, I decided to split off on my own. I went one way, and Bryant went the other. Started working around and wasn't seeing anything. And then out of nowhere, a school just showed up. Damn it. And then another school, and then another school. They were just popping up left and right. Man, these bonefish are everywhere. Just going nuts. And then finally I see this school of probably 8 to 10 fish just like cruising by. Got one. There he is. There he goes. There he is. Oh, there he is. Woo! And it was just instant mayhem. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Oh. Let's go.
Scoot got one. There we go.
Oh my god. Look at my backing. Holy shit. Oh, there he goes again.
Scoot on one. First one.
Let's go!
Want me to land it for you?
There you go.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Oh, there he is, dude.
That boys.
Oh, first ever boned. That was so sick, dude.
I'm still shaking, dude. There's been a bunch of groups just coming in and out, and these guys came through, led him, and sure enough, he ate it.
Before we could fully appreciate what just happened, we spotted another school of bonefish heading our way.
We're moving left right here.
There's a squad that's going left, right here. See those ripples? Lead them way out there. Oh yeah, drop it right there. Strip. They're coming right at us. Yes! Yes! Let him run! Yes! Oh, come on! Let's go! Dude, he's gone! See ya! Wow! Holy shit, dude! Oh man, that was so close to us! Wow!
In the backing, man.
Is he still in your backing?
Yep. I had the fly line. And now I'm back in the backing. Just when you think you got him, he turns towards you. You gotta keep up.
Yeah, I see him. I think that's your fish right here.
How much work did we put into this? To finally get these two here on this flat. Oh my god. This is my number one fish, on my top 10 list was bonefish. And like today, it was really cool to be able to knock out that number one off of my list. From there, we entered the time portal, where the days just fused together. Steve, it's your turn.
You gotta do the fun part now.
We heard some rumblings on the island of maybe a different flat.
That might be a permit.
That's a huge tail.
These guys are gonna try to get around him. A lot of days had passed and we hadn't even noticed. Like, they went by like that.
Something's not sitting right with me.
Stomach's a little weak.
Oh no, he's heading to the mangroves. Don't go in there.